For the last couple months, I've been predicting a new core collection would be coming very, very soon, but now the time has finally come and we got this new 99 Ozzy Albies who looks really good, and there's a lot to talk about with this card right here. And so in this video, basically what I want to do is go over how many total core cards are in the game right now, how many you get from each program or just any other way of obtaining these core cards, and then also go over what you should be prioritizing if you want to get up to that 250 core cards needed for the Albies. So by the end of the video, I just hope you guys know exactly what to expect from this new core collection. And if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. But let's go ahead and get into it, starting off just with a few of the basics, right? So we know that Ozzy Albies is the final reward, and it is at 250 total core cards. So we're going to break that down into the different ways that you need or what you need to do to obtain these core cards, right? So there's plenty of different ways to do this. The first way starting off is the live series collections. So from collecting all of the live series cards from each team, we do get one core collection reward card right here. So there are 30 obviously from all 30 MLB teams, but then also if we go up, we can see that there's a collection reward card for all the divisions, right? This Honus Wagner is one of them. And then there also is one for collecting all of the cards from each of the leagues, and then also the final MLB one for collecting all of the live series cards right there. So in total, there are 39 just from the live series collections that you can get. But then moving on to the next way you can be getting some core cards, Season 1 of Team Affinity. If you guys remember, there are core cards in here. So most of you guys probably have this done already, but for those of you that don't, definitely go back and do this because this is a good amount. You get 10 per division, 6 divisions, so totaling 60 that you get just from grinding out Season 1 of Team Affinity. Super easy, and you don't even have to complete the full program to actually get all of the core cards from each of the divisions. Moving on to Battle Royale, which has given us the most amount of core cards in the game this year, and we know that there's 4 silver core cards that we get, there's 4 gold core cards that we get, and there's 4 diamond core cards that we get from each of these programs. There have been 8 programs and 12 total from each program, meaning there have been 96 total cards from BR, and there actually is a Battle Royale 9 program coming very soon. By the time some of you guys watch this video, it might be out, so we're going to be getting 12 more, making that total 108 total cards from BR here very soon. And I just want to say with Battle Royale, if you have to buy some of these cards, a lot of these cards have actually shot up in price quite a bit since the new core collection has been announced. So you might want to be patient with that. More on that later, but I just want to bring that up right now just to say a lot of those prices have gone up in value. But the next way you can be grinding for core cards are these Negro League moments right here. And we know we get a card from completing each of these, chapters right here, whatever you want to call them. For Satchel Paige, Hilton Smith, I have those done, which means I have their cards. And there are 8 plus this Buck O'Neil once you complete all of these chapters here right there. So there's 9 total cards that you get from completing those moments. Super easy moments. It's just going to take some time. And if you guys are not done with this Mexico City series program, I highly suggest you guys go back and do it because this program has 16 core cards, and it's really simple, right? It's your standard program right here with the showdown, the conquest, and the moments and all of that. So really easy stuff. It's going to take a couple hours, whatever it might be, and it has 16 core cards, which you're not going to want to miss out on. That's a good chunk right there from that. I also just want to mention with Extreme, we know that there is this Griffey at the very end, just 1 core card from this program, but if you are close in the Extreme program, you might as well finish off and get this, 1 Griffey card right there. But then if we go on over to Conquest, we know that in Conquest there is the United States map that has a bunch of core cards, actually a good amount in here for completing basically a lot of these goals right here. Like this Adam Dunn's core card for conquering 100 territories, conquering 200 territories, we get that Joe Morgan, and then like the NL West team strongholds, we get the Steve Finley, that's another one. And yeah, just completing all of these goals, you will get a total of 11 core cards right here from the US Conquest map. So super easy. I still have a lot of ways to go. I probably will have to do it at some point, but just thought I'd mention that 11 players, a good amount from that, and the only way you can get those cards is from doing those moments. You can't buy those cards out on the market. There's also some captain core cards that we got in the captain's pack at one point, and now you can buy them for stubs, but I mean, look at the prices on these cards. I don't know if you're going to be wanting to do that. That's why I'm bringing up a lot of these other ways to be grinding for cards, because a lot of these captain cards are just dumb expensive, and it's probably not worth going out and buying those. But currently, there are 263 core cards in the game, and this does not include the 99 Ozzie Albies, plus 12 more core cards from BR dropping this week. So once that program comes out, there's going to be 275 core cards will be in the game, meaning that you will need all but 25 of the core cards in the game to complete this collection. And more core cards, I guess, will be coming in the game over the next couple of months too, but probably not too many, to be honest. So to get up to the total of 250 core cards, you really need to have been keeping up with, all of the BR programs or buying all of BR cards, because there's just so many BR cards that, you kind of need at least most of them, if not all of them, to get up to 250. The other thing I would say is, do not spend any stubs on the super, super expensive captain cards, like the ones that literally cost like 200,000, 250,000. And instead, just grind for these core cards or spend stubs on the BR cards that are way, way cheaper. You shouldn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of stubs on just one or two cards to complete the core collection. You should be able to get away with it without, should be able to get away with completing the collection without having to spend that many on just a couple cards. So to get up to the 250 total, you essentially will need to grind for everything that I mentioned earlier, like the BR, especially when the new BR program comes out. That's going to be even more cards, but pretty much all the BR, the Season 1 Team Affinity cards, the Mexico City Series program, having all the live series collections done, all of that, you are going to want to have all of that done, especially because you don't want to be spending, just a stupid amount of stubs on, just a few cards. But then you also will need a few more cards after that. After you do all of that, you will need to buy, a handful, probably like 5 or so other cards, and, just stay away from the ones that are like 250, 200,000, and, if they're like 50,000, whatever, if you really want that Albies, go ahead and do that. So once you get to the point where you just need to buy a few cards, just make sure you're buying the least expensive cards. Obviously, that's super important though, because there might be a huge difference between the most expensive and the least expensive. So that's super important. Another option you could take is if you don't want to grind a couple of the things I went over in this video, you could wait another month or so for the 10th BR program, because there probably should be a 10th one coming out at some point, so you can pick up, those cards in the program that release once that program drops, and then finish off the core collection at that time. So it's all up to you about how badly you want this Ozzie Albies card. It is pretty simple to get him. It just takes either a lot of time or it's going to take a good amount of stubs to actually complete the core collection and to get this card. But also, some of you might be really close to the 250 total right now, so you might as well finish off this collection just as soon as you can. Pick up this Albies card. But I hope laying everything out for this core collection was helpful for you guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel. But that'll be it for this one. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around through the end and watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.